Hey guys, as of version 3.0 of the HX series or Helix series of devices, you have a glitch delay and a shuffle looper. And today I'm going to be going over the glitch delay. And in version 3.1, you get a really nice hall reverb that sounds awesome. It's called the dynamic hall. And I'll be going over a little bit of that today as well. So in the opening, you heard the glitch delay going into the dynamic hall reverb, and I thought it sounds pretty cool. I'm going to use the built-in looper function of the HX Stomp to record a quick loop, and we're going to put that into the glitch delay and then into the hall reverb, and I will be demoing some of the functions. Alright, let's go ahead and turn on the glitch delay. So I have the time set to 4 seconds, and I have the delay division set to 16, so that means that there's going to be 16 slices. If I go down to 1, it won't be very glitchy because it'll just be that one slice basically. But it really shines when you bring up the amount of divisions. So then we have a standard mix control, and the mix control basically lets you select wet and dry. It'll go all the way wet, so that's pretty cool. By default it's set to 40, and I think it sounds great there. The next few settings are just standard delay settings. Well, you have feedback. This is overall feedback, so for the overall 4 seconds that we have set here, so basically it'll feed back the entire thing back into itself. And then you have a slice feedback. So each individual slice will get its own feedback setting. And yes, it can go into self-oscillation. But so each slice is now feeding back. I'll turn that down. It can go a little crazy. So then the next setting is shuffle. And basically what shuffle does, I have it set to 0 here. In the opening I did have it actually set up. But each individual slice will have the likelihood of being moved around in the playback sequence. So let's turn up to 100. And I think that's where it sounds really cool, especially at 100, because it's crazy, because it just moves the slices around. And now you have pitch. And what pitch does is it's the likelihood of each slice getting a different pitch shifting, which I'll show you here. Just here you have interval 1 and interval 2. So if I set interval 1 to -12, some of the pitch shifting will be 1 octave down, and positive 12, it'll be 1 octave up. You can do a fifth too, so you go up to like 7 plus 7, which would be a fifth. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. Let's turn the pitch up to 100% likelihood of it changing, and you can hear that. Alright, clicking the button to go back to the defaults, which is 10%. And then the next setting is you have reverse, and every 50% of the time, or 50% of the time, one of the slices will be played back in reverse. I don't really want to set it to 100, because I mean that's just a standard reverse. I mean I'll do it, but it's a standard reverse delay now with slices. So every slice is reversed. But it's cool having some probability. Well, it's not probability per se, because it's every second one, I believe. I don't think it adds probability. I could be wrong on that. But I think it just means that every other slice will be a reverse. And then you have a drift parameter. And the drift parameter will set, I'm not actually sure on the drift what the difference between drift and the shuffle is. Let me look here. So, sequence drift. It's basically the entire sequence will move around, so actually after the 4 seconds it'll reshuffle. So it's kind of like an additional shuffle on the shuffle. So it's kind of cool. And then you have another cool setting, that's smoothing. I have it set here all the way up. But that means that each of the slices will be smoothed out when it fades into the next one. Now it's a little chunkier at the default 10%. It doesn't have a smooth transition into the next slice. but you set it up to 50 and it just sounds awesome. Yeah, so that's basically all the settings of the glitch delay. I think it sounds cool. I haven't really played with it too much, but I'm going to now. Now the other thing I was going to say is we have a new reverb algorithm, and that's the dynamic hall, and that sounds awesome. Let's go over to that. Let's touch that so we can get over there. But yeah, that's just the default settings are amazing. That's definitely into Eventide space and Big Sky Hall territory. It's set to a pretty large size, 30 meters. But then you have decay settings, which can go all the way to infinite. It goes up to like 45 seconds of non-infinite, but like infinite decay. So it's pretty cool. It also has some other cool things like the motion. So it's kind of like that's probably why it's called a dynamic hall. Because what it does is it adds some movement. It's almost like modulation, but not quite. Here, I'll turn it all the way up. I think what it's doing, it's kind of moving around where the dampening points are, like in a virtual room, and it's making it so it diffuses even more. But it's controlled by an internal LFO, so they're moving around, so it kind of like just, it blurs the audio so much, it just sounds cool. And then you do have dampening controls and you have full diffusion control, which you can set up to 100, and it just sounds so very good. I'll just stop the loop right there. But yeah, that's the glitch delay, and that's the cool dynamic hall, and working together you can get some awesome dynamic hall sounds from the glitch delay. It's great. Anyway, thanks for watching.